Hello, and welcome back to Queen's Wish. Last time we set up Deepwood Fort, and it's time to do some reading and talking and fort management stuff. Let's just get right into it. Treaty of Vassalage between Haven and the Ahriel, year 462. Here is outlined the vassalage contract between the mighty Empire of Haven and the Blessed of the Ahriel Woods, between King Kael of Haven and the High Council of High Elhovo. Haven't been there yet. Haven declares that the Ahriel are a full vassal, with all protections included. An attack on the Ahriel is an attack on us. Thieves and raiders in the Ahriel Woods are an offense to Haven and will be removed. Full trade between our powers is guaranteed. In return, the Ahriel grant Haven full movement in their territories and full consultation on any political matters. Land for 2 forts will be provided for Haven, and the Ahriel will protect the security of these lands. The Ahriel will guarantee that Haven receives full priority in the trade of potions which provide an advantage in battle. The Ahriel will provide envoys to Haven whose brains are untouched by the effects of elixir. That's an interesting stipulation there. No trade in elixir will take place outside the Ahriel Woods. This agreement will last as long as Haven and the Ahriel exist as independent peoples, so agreed in sacred bond by both parties in the year 462. Right, so the Ahriel probably wanted to insisted on not trading elixir to outside of the woods, and that's fair, because it seems like we don't really want elixir anyway. This battered and well-traveled chest contains the chief's stuff. There are clothes, grooming supplies, and personal effects, all packed with the organization and efficiency of an experienced Havenite soldier. Copper bits. We're not going to steal the chief's money. Chief's small change. Nothing there. Bed we could use. We don't need to. The Blessed and the Trench Towns. I think I already know this, but let's read what they have to say. The Ahriel are split into 2 classes. Those who can afford to drink elixir do so, and they are the Blessed. The Blessed choose the leaders of the Ahriel Woods. Those who are blessed live in the humble farms and the trench towns. Those who aren't blessed live in the humble farms and the trench towns. One can always tell an elixir drinker. Greenish skin, white hair, a distant gaze, and occasionally more than a hint of madness. Those who quaff Quicksilver Brew lead the Ahriel, though this leadership can be erratic. Those Ahriel and outsiders who aren't blessed live in the humble farms and the trench towns. They keep the food growing and the paths clean. There are many outsiders in the Ahriel Woods. The blessed and the regular Ahriel, with their standard arrogance, look down on these visitors. Okay. Oh, was there anybody I could talk to up here? Just generic sage, generic soldier. Nobody with a name. Okay. Chief Adam. This is a mad land, I agree. You meet the chief of Deepwood Keep, and you are surprised. After meeting one professional, disciplined warrior of Haven after another, this unshaven mess is a bit of a shock. He is slumped over, his eyes are bloodshot, and he is well into middle age. He wobbles to his feet and meets your gaze. Welcome, Nathan. Glad you're here. I'm Chief Adam, ready to report. Interesting. He's a mess, but his desk is covered with work, and he's no fool. He is here to work. I await your report. He picks up a paper from his desk. It's all here. The camp is built, ready to do trade and get supplies. The Ahriel seem content to ignore us, not even sure if they remember we're here. And that's... He picks up a pen and adds some notes to his paper. Oh, we were all dropped off by boat on the west coast. The general wanted us to not walk through the Ahriel Woods until we're sure we won't be torn apart by crazed plants. We're all waiting for you to get a treaty with them first, Nathan, and that's all. He slumps back into his chair. You're still flinching. You've always been pretty informal, but being referred to by your name is weirdly shocking. You are very informal. What? Oh, yes. We're in the middle of a magic forest that wants to eat us. We're on the front, Nathan. Back home, I will kneel and all that. Out here, we have to fight side to side. No room for pomp out here. Just try to run the fort well. Well, no, we're trying to... See, the thing is, we're trying to make an impression on the Ahriel. Yeah, you'll comport yourself as a respectable warrior of Haven. He rubs his stubble and looks around at the messy floors. Oh, of course. I'll make sure everything is tidy and swept, Prince. What else can I do for you, Prince? How did you get to be here? It's kind of a surprise. I was a chief before, but retired. Difficult past, you see. Then I was visited by guards. Turns out I was personally selected by Princess Delia. Tell me about your difficult past. He looks around at his office, the messy floor, the cask of ale, the mug. You look at his pale, stubbly face. He only shrugs, but you can guess a lot of the story. So my sister selected you? All of the leaders of the East Battalion were personally and carefully selected by the princess. She wanted to make sure you had the best, even if the best can be kind of messy. What were you doing when my sister found you? I had a job as a baker. About to lose it. It was a pity. Pounding the dough helped me get these. He slapped his upper arms. They are, indeed, impressively muscular. My sister is very precise in what she does. Yes, that is why I was so surprised. She told me, though. She knows I'm good at my work. He waves at the maps and orders on your desk. Don't let the mess fool you. I will do right by you. She also said that you also have a checkered past, if you don't mind me saying. She thought that you had an unproductive youth, and you'd be comfortable with me. Oh dear. I have to make a choice here, huh? How do I want to... I think I'm just going to go with the first option here. I am the third child. My family never got around to giving me a chance. That hurts, not being trusted, not being given responsibility. I think, realistically, I wouldn't want to confide in this guy at all, but given that I had to, that's the most reasonable response, I think. A person needs responsibility to grow. Now you have an entire continent to battle. He laughs. Maybe there's such a thing as too much responsibility. What do you think of the Ahriel? They are odd ones. I've served in a lot of vassal states, but they are unusual. Most aren't quite so mad, so arrogant. I like them. They're wealthy and safe. They've been that way for a long time, long enough that they can't see the problem. Okay. Why do you like them? Why do you like them? They love pleasure. The blessed live for it. The regular folk are bitter and have their problems, but they love good food and wine and beauty. They think they have problems, but they are better off than anyone else on Sacramentum, and they live life to the fullest. How do they treat Haven? They're arrogant and dismissive, way more than it is wise to be. We'll withstand it, though. We won't cause an incident and make problems for you. What is their problem, then? The forests have protected them for too long. They have forgotten that the world has real risk. Real wars always come eventually. If you don't prepare for them, shakes his head. Too much prosperity can be a poison. My life is a testament to that. You think that could ever happen to Haven? Yes, maybe, probably. Haven believes strongly in work and duty. This never lasts. At least when things fall apart, I'll be long dead. Do you need help getting this fort established? We can always use more supplies. I think if you check in with the East Battalion headquarters, they will have suggestions for where you can go. The town of Sliven might offer you some nice bribes, too. The things I would suggest are probably too humble for the time of a prince. Let me be the judge of how I spend my time. Well, you wouldn't be the first royalty who enjoys hunting. Not pigeons or foxes, but the enemies of our colonies. For example, the roads through the east to the west are plagued by camps of mirelings. If you took time off to drive off a few of those camps, it would make it easier for us to get supplies. Right, I've fought mirelings before. Not too bad. Why do the Ahriel tolerate these camps? The leaders of the Ahriel are uninterested in leadership. Too much wealth and wine, too much elixir. Their councils tend to see the nuts and bolts business of leadership as beneath them. How can I recognize the camps? Look for clearings full of bones and trash. Trash scattered around is a sure sign of an enemy of order. You look around at his office. He shrugs. I've never been a great friend of order myself. Okay. Cool. The Ahriel are, in fact, out there. That's what I thought. Was there anybody in here? Amelia. Right, I've already talked to her. Okay. Well... just looking at my map, I see something weird over here. I can't walk behind this building, can I? No. Okay. Didn't think so. Alright, well, with that done... man, I've got a lot of quests still. Well... oh, these are giant slimes, okay. Ah. Suddenly I feel the need to take this a lot more seriously than I was going to. Great. Great start. So, need to take the spreading slimes out pretty quick. Poison immune, that's what I like to see. Could switch weapons, but I prefer using them in melee. They seem to do more that way. And this miss rate. Oh right, I have to go back to the fort because I was gonna muck around with all of my charms and build some stuff in the fort. I was not done there. Well, we'll finish this fight and then go back for the heal, I guess. Fighting these monsters is just kind of an old RPG habit, especially since I know that they don't respawn on the world map if you take them out. Just finish this thing first. You got a critical hit with the bleed status effect? Weird. Okay. Cool. Stumble upon an old Haven cache, really old. These crates have been rotting out here for years. Most of the stuff is rust and trash, but you find a still sealed flask of Quicksilver. Of course we do. Okay. Haven report. Ahriel report as well. Okay, yeah, we're making good money. As you walk through this field, the smell of the flowers starts to overwhelm you. You feel dizzy. You want to walk north. Yes, go north. That is where you... No, you shake your head. Your training enables you to shake off such clumsy, obvious magic. If the purpose of these enchanting flowers to aid to go north is clear. Interesting. Okay, well... I'm getting distracted. Let's not get distracted. Let's actually fix the equipment while I'm thinking about it. Set up a bunch of stuff in the camp while we're at it. Buy. We're gonna use up all our stone. See, the thing is, we could upgrade the fort if we didn't use up all our stone. Well, maybe we don't need more money right away. Let's do... Let's see, barracks gives us +1 damage to melee for odd number, which is this one would be. And, yep, so let's get +1 damage. Sounds good. Carpenter... Building 2 eating rooms increases the size of your backpacks by 1. Be able to buy more powerful potions. Let's see, if I buy all of this, I can still afford a fort upgrade, right? Yes. Okay. And then we're going to upgrade the other fort, because that's the, Oops. Okay. because the other fort in the UCAT has a lot more income, so we'll upgrade that and get the income boost there. I want to install augments and runes. Yes, well, I also want to uninstall some augments and runes, specifically here. Take that out. Was there anybody else? Okay, I think that was it. Then, before we do anything too foolish, let's make sure that we actually have the best equipment before we bother investing in it all. Steel rapier. So I could get a folded steel rapier, which would do +2 damage and a second augment. Okay, looks good. For you, Ahriel Iron Dagger, speed bonus. I mean, that is really nice. Bone Wand can take 2 slots. Oh, right, does this? It does, okay. Need to do something about arcane weapons. I guess I could have looked at this before buying the other thing. Hits, arcane blade hits are critical, 20%. This would be significantly less damage, but it would have higher crit chance, and it would also be magical instead of physical damage. Interesting, okay. Armor. I'm using iron scale. I did just unlock the iron... Did I? Oh, Havenite Jerkin, I guess, is the new one. Is this really just, like iron scale? Is it kind of the same? Like... Yeah, oh, I see, because the scale has a speed penalty on it. So really, I'd be a lot faster if I was wearing these instead. And the defense value is, I would say, just the same. It's actually better, because it has magical resistance, and it's faster. Iron Scale Mail. Is that 3 augments? Iron Scale. No, it's 2. Okay. And this isn't even armor. Goodbye, savings. 4 and 2, or 7 and 5, and an extra slot. Yeah, we're spending everything. 2, 7. Maybe we're not going to give her armor. We'll keep the apprentice robes on her. Just as an excuse to save money. I mean, she hasn't been taking that much damage, and having the magical defense really high, just for the sake of variety, so that not all my people have the same gear. We're going to leave that as it is. Okay, Iron Sallet, as opposed to Ukatish Sallet. 4-3, this is going to be 4-3 with a slot, right? Yeah, so it's better. 4-2. I don't know. I don't think I need to mess with this stuff. Okay, fine leather helm would be better. I mean, I could even, for that matter, I could just stick a helmet on my mage, because she has the ability to use tier 1 armor. But I'm not going to do that for aesthetic reasons. Well, also for the fact that I'm going to be replacing my mage while I'm here. Right. Okay, I'm done shopping. I want to install augments and runes. Okay, so now we need to... Take out all the runes. That is all. Okay. Armor upgrades. Significant upgrade for my priest. Okay, now I want to install augments. I need to... Attach it to a weapon or a helmet to increase hit chance. You can only put battle runes in weapons or helmets. Oh, this is right. This isn't a weapon, of course. Okay, well that would be a reason to get it in the helmet then, so that I could put the Deadeye rune. Okay, so the circular ones... Yeah. Okay, so runes as opposed to augments. So augment... Then I guess we're going to go with speed and bleed and poison resist. Okay. Yeah, it's done. Okay. You, for your augments. Sure. More defense, bleed and poison resist. I'm fine with that. Some magical damage, augments, healing bonus. And blessing duration. Okay. Go with that. Was there anything else? Yes, there was the wand. It's an augment. Not what we want. We want... inventory. Well, plus 1 physical damage. Does that even work? Okay, we're going for hit chance and magical damage. Yeah. Okay, before I do that, let's fix up the rest of the shops. Because... I can't use that one, I guess. Because I did buy a bunch of other buildings. Which might affect things. Yeah, so this is wands, for example, in the carpenter shop. Let me see your wares. Let me see... Bows. Okay, well, let's look into that. These take augments. Doesn't look like it. So we've got crude bow. No. So that would be plus 4 damage. Plus 6 damage. I can do math. 23 to 29. Yeah, so it's plus 6 damage if I upgrade to the longbow. No, he's already got a U bow. It'll be plus 4 damage on him. Oh man, my money is gone. Suddenly. I mean, I haven't done upgrades in a long time, so I guess this makes sense. Okay. We'll buy one. One longbow, we'll switch it for the U-bow, we'll give the U-bow to our main character. Let me see, shields. Okay, we've got wooden shield. Wooden tower shield gives us a second augment, and also 1 more defense of both types, but it gives a speed penalty. Oh, this is why my guys are so slow. On the other hand, I could also go with the hardwood buckler and just not have the speed penalty. Or I could just not spend money on shields. I think that's what I'm going to decide. Full buckler, 5-2. Yeah, same, but without an augment. Yeah, I'm just not going to buy a shield. Let me see, wands. U wand. I actually have... Okay, wand of bone. That would be the equivalent. That would in fact be a superior version because it's plus 2 damage. But I need a third carpenter, which I could get. So is this going to do half damage then? I guess it would tell me, I think. Staves, an Electrum Rod, alternatively. Does less damage, a high chance of weakness, but yeah, I'm not interested. Okay. I'm done shopping. I want to sell something. That's true. I do have some stuff to sell. I'm going to sell this, because we've already got a better version of it. Likewise, we're going to sell the Oak Wand. I guess I can sell my armor while I'm here. Did I never equip that? I never... Oh, I need to fix that still. Okay. Iron scale 7.3. I could. Well, I've already purchased that. So you know what? We're just gonna sell it. There are no augments in it, right? Okay. That is all. Okay. I forgot to do this. I'm gonna have to switch the augment out. Probably put a strength rune in there along with the Shirai rune. Weaving room. Building 2 increases the size of your backpacks by 1. So give me new robes. Ah. I'd like a new robe. Let's see what my options are. Currently using apprentice robes, 2/7. Ah, well, right, I've got... Alright, because I purchased it here. So I could go with healer's robes. Let's see, blessing duration, healing bonus, or +1 damage. I could go with the fiery robes. I feel like that would be better than the apprentice robes, but I don't feel like 1 damage is worth investing a whole bunch of money into, because I'm going to have to take the notch out as well. So I guess I'll wait until I can get the War Mage's raiment. New cowl. Ahriel cowl is 1/2. Acolyte's cowl would be 1/4. So more magical resistance. Don't get an augment until we get up to a caster's hood, though. I want a bigger backpack. Every time you buy 2 new weavers, the size of your backpack increases by 1. To get a bigger pack, install new weavers in your forts. Okay, CC inventory. Oh, I see. So my inventory is... this is the stuff that shows up when I'm actually in battle. Okay. Yeah. Using Surgeon's Ring. Okay. Process is taking a little bit longer than I was hoping. Alright, we go +1 magical damage, +5% chance to hit. Oh yeah, I want to... Okay, yeah, their clothing has changed because they're wearing something. That looks weird, having the portraits change like this. There we go. Want to sell something. Okay, that is all. Was there anything else I wanted to do? I still needed to switch out better bow. In which case, might as well sell that one. Okay, edit party. Yes, I have a new person here. Create a character. Create an Ahriel. Charm your enemies and liberate you from the mental control of enemies. Well, that seems good. Okay, well, hair color is supposed to be white, isn't it, for people who are blessed? So let's just switch it to the... Yeah, that's the white option. Let's go with that. Okay, I can change her color, but we'll go green. We'll have a blessed person. The rest of this, I don't particularly care. Honestly, extra details? What is that? Oh, yeah, no, let's not do any of those. Oh, I have to come up with names for these people? The hardest part of any RPG, giving a name to your character. There's probably a Delia in this game, and that's why that name came to mind, but we have one now too. Okay. Right. So now we check inventory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 items. You can store 6 items. 1, 2, 4, 5. Oh, that has augment slots on it. Okay. Edit party. Hell yeah. Welcome to the team. See inventory. Inventory, yes. Can't equip this tier of arcane equipment, train more magic. Oh, okay. Right, okay, well. Cultural, so what do you get? Mind Steal, charms a foe for 2 turns. That seems pretty nice. Freeze an ally from hostile mental effects, also seems pretty nice. 15% chance each turn of freeing allies within 4 spaces from mental effects. Okay, well, we're definitely going to take that. And then... Do I need that? I don't need Call Bones, I don't think, because I hardly ever use it when I have this ability. Raw power. Everybody's just resistant to poison, so I'm not that keen on it. So I guess we'll do that. Right, I did put a point into that earlier, but it's not going to matter. Put 1 point into there just so you can use equipment. And we'll worry about these abilities later. I'll take the passive because it doesn't require energy. Alright, so now if I go into inventory, equipping that stuff is no problem. I do need to edit my party again, though. Okay, Terrence, you're out for a little bit. And curse resist, physical armor. Okay, well, all right. Curse resist? Sure. We'll go with that. That's fine. So our mage... need to set all of these still. Terror, weakness, slow, shockwave, column. Scroll of Mercy up there. Just so that I remember I have it. Okay. You look so different now. Okay, place the apothecary. Every time. The alchemist of your fort is waiting for you, surrounded by bubbling pots and bundles of dried herbs. If you want to change the potion stored in one of your flasks, your alchemist can do that. You can also purchase runes and improve your weapons, armor, and augments. Yeah, I was afraid about that. I want to make runes. Cheap shot, crit chance, curse duration. Okay, well, nothing I care about there, so that's fine. Augments. Okay. Armor, resist, blessing duration. Speed bonus, I mean, that would be really nice. Physical evasion or magical evasion. Good to know what I have. Was there somebody who still needed to equip something in an augment slot? I think we're good. Can you make me another potion? Sorry, it's taken so long, but we finally managed to make another flask. You received another healing potion. The materials for a proper flask are hard to find on Sacramentum, but we'll struggle to create another. Alright, cool. My flasks contain a different potion. So I have healing, weapon poison, not interested at all. I fight way too many things that are immune to poison. Call Icy Bone. Summons a Sapphire Skeleton for 6 turns. Interesting. Evasion for 5 turns. Well, don't really care about any of that. It might be fun to give another summon ability to one of my other characters. But I still don't even know, because I've never tested it. I've never tried having 2 characters use summons at the same time. So I don't know if I'm able to do that. Alright, well, that was worthwhile because I did get myself a 3rd healing potion. Place the barracks. Okay, that's going to be just straight up attack bonus. +1 physical damage on everybody. Melee damage. Robberies are rare. Even though your prince soldiers welcome you warmly, you trade news and events and tales campaign. If at a distillery, things would be even better. Of course they would. Okay. Well, we should be much more powerful now than we were before. Looking all green. Now we're going to go to Fort Muck. Oh, have I already upgraded this one? Okay, that was unnecessary, apparently. Could buy more things. Well, I just spent a day running around. 614, 611. Yeah, upgrade fort. Increases resources and reduces theft in the region. Oh, and it's 200 coins. Okay, I can barely afford that. So now I really feel like I should be just running to this fort. Have I completed any quests in the Vol? I don't think I have. The Vol is where I would get more stone, which I really want to start collecting if I want to be gaining gaining a stockpile. Well, maybe we'll just run around and do a couple of fights, clear some stuff on the map. Because we don't have any experience with our new character. So let's, I mean, she's going to be the same as the previous one, except that our numbers are just generally going to be higher now. Yeah, warriors should be faster. Are these all just trapdoor spiders? I guess I could be using spells as well. Since we are doing... outdoor combat, and we will gain... Oh, well, I can only hit one from here. Let's go fast feint. Okay. And from here it's just a click fest. Okay. Before we end... battle... You search the woods nearby and find some mireling husks wrapped up in webs. There are a few coins scattered in the grass under their bodies. Oh. Okay, rewarded for doing an outdoors action. Okay, cool. Mireling? It's up here. This clearing is scattered with bones and trash. Someone or something camped here and left a disgusting mess behind. You can't tell what the bones came from, but they've been heavily gnawed. Remembering what you learned in Deepwood Keep, you look for tracks. You barely have time to start searching before you hear a snuffle coming from the nearby trees, then a growl, then a roar, then something massive crashes out of the forest. Oh. Mire boar. I was not expecting that. What? Okay, what is it to switch weapons? S. I always go W for weapon. Well, I guess I don't always, because if I did, then the map would have come up in combat before. It's a nice shot. Blocks damage, but I am stunned. That's not great. You know what? Let's actually back up. Just do a construct. Switch weapons, step forward. Bludgeon senseless again. Oh, knockback. Well, everybody lined up for me. Let's just get some stuns off. Well, we're just gonna keep doing shockwaves because AoE damage, stun is nice. Okay. So much stun. Oh, that was a Marling Basher. Okay. Good. The Mire creatures are gone. The roads will be a tiny bit safer. Scattered among the bones, you find a handful of coins. There may be more of their camps out there, though. Okay, well... There are several large farmhouses ringing Deepwood Keep, waiting for settlers to come and rebuild them. When Haven fled, the houses were carefully sealed. They survived the decades of your absence surprisingly well. Okay, just grab ourselves a quick heal before we go out looking for more Mirelings. There wasn't anything down that way, was there? No. Now entering Ahriel Woods. This is probably... Well, let's see what happens if I go in here. As you walk through this field, the smell of flowers starts to overwhelm you. You feel like your senses have been enhanced. The sights, the smells are also intense. And then your newly sharpened hearing detects something. Words whispered in your mind, whispered in the wind. North, come north. We have so much for you. You shake your head. The magic is affecting your mind. It can't be good news. You stumble out of the grove. Your head returns to normal. Okay, so something's going on here. What is north? Pickett's Break and Machidi. Some Ahriel warriors are patrolling the stretch of the path. They aren't blessed, just the ordinary people who live in the woods. When they get close enough to take a close look at you, they stop, then they wave, turn around, and depart. No questioning or anything. Odd. That looks like it might be Mirelings. You find another grove of beautiful flowers. The smell makes you faint. You feel a powerful compulsion to leave and follow the path northwest. This time you're ready for it. You pinch your nose and look around. It's a good thing you were alert. You're able to spot the creatures who are stalking you. Alright, get to fight these direwolves. See what these are about. And we have mental resistance now. As long as everybody stays within 4 tiles of our Mage. Oh. Oh, critical for 51. Nice. No, you're already affected by weakness. Oh, but vulnerable is different than weakness. Okay. Okay, well, I guess we will 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. Oh. I actually got the stun off. Okay, the dire wolves aren't too bad. Yeah, we hardly took any damage from this. Now that the enchanted hunters are dead, you plug your nose and search the grove. Surprisingly, there are no bones, just an abandoned campsite, a rotten tent, and a few coins someone dropped. Okay, well. Sign says, warning, precious and valuable dangerous experiments taking place. Please be wary. Pickus Break and Michidi to the north, Sliven to the south. %20 chance of theft. Yeah, we need to fix that. So yeah, my income is not great. I definitely need to deal with the stone situation. This is a small aerial village straddling the road through these deep woods. There are no blessed here. It's just a humble farming town. The sort you pretty much never saw before your mother dumped you into Sacramento. You try to talk with the people here, but it's an odd experience. They're dazed. They barely seem to notice that you were there. They respond to all your questions with mumbles. Very odd. Garden of Pulchritude to the west. Okay, we have heard about that. Yeah, and there are all kinds of monsters around here. If I wanted to go up this way, I'm sure I could encounter them. Or if I go in here... you're at the outskirts of a remote farm. Several people are working it. There are no guards, which is unusual this far out in these wild woods. Something seems wrong. You soon figure out what. The farm workers move with strange, slouching motions. They aren't humans, they're mirelings. To see more, you'll have to get closer. Please be wary. Okay, so we got a mireling farm of sorts. Well, I think that's good for today. Didn't really get a whole lot done in terms of new content, but we did get... I guess I could have just fast-traveled back to the keep. But we did get all of our inventory stuff dealt with. We did get a new member. And I guess that's another reason, so we get somebody from the Vol to take the priest slot. I don't know if that's going to be appropriate, but That is something I figure the game's sort of set up to do, to make you have one character from each region, just because of the unique abilities that they get for doing that. I think my main character also gains those abilities eventually. I seem to remember seeing something about that. Or something. I get some sort of benefit. Maybe those are vassalage things, or maybe not. But the fact that there's these gaps here really makes me think I'll get something. Anyway, yeah, so we'll continue with, probably continue with Ahriel for a little bit more before going back to the Vol. That'll be next time. I will see you then.